Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's energy update, where we're looking at the dates of December 18th through December 25th, which is Christmas in the United States. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you that are celebrating during this time. And this week we have the super new moon in Capricorn happening on December 23rd. And it's going to be at 3:16 Mountain Time in the morning. So there is this beautiful energy that is coming in with this Capricorn new moon with new starts, new birth, new things happening. So, of course, we do have our 10 new moon wishes, and you want to make those within 8 hours after the new moon is kicking in to make the most of its energy, as well as focusing in on the energy of Capricorn makes it even more powerful. You can make whatever wishes you want, but if you do have them around Capricorn energy, then it's even more powerful. So let's talk real quick here about what Capricorn energy ensues, what subjects it is. I'm going to put up a screen here to show you if you want to screenshot it. It is about work and career, like it says, success, hard work, achievement, drive, and goal setting. Also, it's about your public image, your reputation, and fame. It also has to do with father or father figures, authority figures. So it could be bosses and those as well. Also, it's about tradition and confidence in things of the past that worked well. Capricorn is very analytical. They see what worked well, and then they can put that into, impact for the future. It's also about being responsible and disciplined, some self-control, time management, and it can make us a little too strict. Maybe we need some balance, or are we in need of an upgrade of some sort? Also, Capricorn's long-term planning and strategies. You can ask yourself, how secure do you feel? What can help transform your energy? And then we can be feeling negative and too serious. Or is there an area that can use a dose of reality? And then lastly, Capricorn does rule over the bones, the joints, the teeth, the gallbladder, the knees, and the skin. So any wishes around all of those things can definitely help make these 10 new moon wishes for this super moon very, very powerful. And you can have those wishes kind of stated like, thank you for, like, the greatest health around my gallbladder or whatever it may be. But you can start it off with thank you for and have it as a energy of gratitude when you're asking for the wishes. Now, a super new moon, it's super because the orbit of the moon around the earth is not like in a exact circle, it's more oval. And so when the earth is in the middle and it's on that's the more closer path, when the new moon and the full moons happen around here, that's why there's super moons, because they're closer, they impact us more, they impact the tides of the oceans more. So we are impacted just a little bit more around these as well. So I do like that. And then for this reading, we're just going to be asking Spirit and Creator, where in your life are you being too serious? Where can you use a little more joy, a little more leniency around? So we're going to look into that. Of course, our reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're jumping into yours right now. All right, Taurus, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off here pulling a card from the Power of Surrender deck. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of those catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So let's take a look here. Where does Spirit feel you could be a little less serious in your life? There we go. You got surrender, fear. Makes sense, right? Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So obviously our life is full of opportunities for fear. I mean, after all, we came down here into this giant fear amusement park, which has so many fear rides to ride. So let's take a look and see which ones they're more specifically zeroing in on for you. And we're going to use the Oracle of E as well. All the cards that they chose for this reading are really funny or uplifting cards. And of course, they're wanting us to look at our fears and have an energy that's more in alignment with our natural state, which is unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. So let's take a look here. What else? Okay. Bazinga. I love it. So you got Bazinga. Card number 19. Let's take a look here and see what else they want you to know here. Well, well, don't you got it going on? Now's the time to revel in the sweet taste of fantabulous you. You've hit your mark. Go on, take a victory lap. Pop a cork. Let's get this party started. Celebrants are lining up at the door. So I like this, that it's this fear of failure, the fear of not getting to this point in the future. When this happens, then I'll be lovable, acceptable, joyful, content. It's always set for the future, but that carrot keeps getting moved over and over and over again, where the carrot ends up being old and moldy and dried out because we never reach there. There's always something extra. It constantly gets moved. And I feel like this is letting go of the such importance of outcomes and begin celebrating each moment as you go along here. So I like it. So let's take a look here and see what else we've got. This is the Spirit Junkie deck. So let's take a look and see what else for Taurus would you like them to know. All right, this is it. And you've got every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought that I have. So that's a great changing the focus instead of like the fears of what if, to focusing on the gratitude, the thankfulness for what is happening in your life and what you do want to have come in, and focus on that love and that joy and that peace of the natural state that you are. That expands that impacts the cells of your body. Fear also impacts the cells of our body, but that's what brings, illness to our bodies is fear. Our fear shuts down our body's immune system. It, is what it shuts it down when we're in fear, because it feels like it has to use all the energy to protect herself and to feel safe again. And that's when we don't have peace in our life, that this fear comes in and it impacts us as well. So let's take a look here. I'm also going to pull a You Are Awesome card. You won't see this till we're after done with the tarot, but we're going to pull this ahead and have it all ready, which they do want this one right here. And I was trying to remember what they were saying, and it was the illness. It was whenever we feel not at ease, we're at dis-ease, which is what brings disease, right? That's what I was trying to remember, and Spirit just brought it back. So I was thinking, it's not illness, it's a different word. And that is what they have. And then we'll also pull this affirmation card here, which we also will not see until after we finish with the tarot, which tonight or today, we're using the tarot of the magical forest. So let's take a look. What else do you have for Taurus, please? Okay, so they want that one in the middle. Okay, and then these two here. All right. So we will scooch these, but we'll start with this one in the middle, which is the Heartbreak card, the expectations equal disappointment, the fears of losing conditional love. So these are the fears that they're talking about, which is the fear that we're going to be let down by someone, or we're going to let others down. And that's what expectations equal disappointment. That's our fears. All these roles that we have around our lovability and acceptability and blah, 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 they all come back down to this of all these opinions that were given when we were growing up on how things are supposed to be, how we should be, how others have to be and need to be. And there's all this long list, and no one can ever live up to those. And so we always experience the disappointment here, and that's what's on the other side of, it's our fear of losing this, but we always do. And but there's this transformation that happens. Let's see what else they bring in here. Yeah. To the Four of Swords, which is right after it. Here's those Three of Swords on the wall, and they're sleeping peacefully. Why? Because they're sleeping on the Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords down here, it connects us to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which are rooted in unconditional love. It is what sets us free. It allows us to connect and really have that unconditional love fill our heart up and our minds too, to where we are able to go back and cut away these thoughts and these beliefs, these small T truths that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, as we connect more and more to the awareness of unconditional love, those capital T truths. So it does bring in stable mind because of that. And then you have the Empress. Yeah, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Taking the time to look into this allows you to have this new birth, this new way of looking at life. And it does feel like an entire new world that unfolds. So instead of this three that is like feeling like, oh my gosh, this is the three of the major arcana, which is life-changing, new birth, and beautiful things that come in. Yep, and then you have the Knight of Swords. So all knights go on a quest. This knight is in search of this Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, which you do find obviously here, because you are finding this stability. And the more you search and the more you just pursue that higher and higher knowledge rooted in unconditional love, that's what sets you free from these fears and does transform your life. Yeah, it does temperance, balance, back and forth. I believe this is the Taurus energy, if I'm not mistaken. But it is this beautiful tempering back and forth between those cups, which is very like an alchemist. And it does transform things. And just be patient with it. It takes time for the outside world to catch up with the inside. But just, know that it takes time, it takes balancing, and it's okay. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but if you keep taking steps, keep questing after it, you do definitely have this new birth, this change, this beauty that transforms because of it. So I like it. And then your, Buddha, Buddha, Boo Boo, little piglet. The You Are Awesome deck says, I keep my chin up, Buttercup, because this crown won't wear itself like the Empress. So you really are, you have this transference and this awareness of your power that comes in. Because when we feel like we're under someone else's rule or rules, then, we feel like we can be assigned to, this horse stalls, and we're cleaning up and flinging horse manure all the time. But when you're the Empress, when you're the ruler over your empire, you get to decide, and you sit on the throne, and you're not thrown around here and there by all these other opinions of others. There's advisors around us giving us opinions all the time, but we get to decide what we do with our own individual kingdom, not them. So there's a great amount of power that comes in here with overcoming these fears here. And then your affirmation card is engagement. And this says, today I make conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs, and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. So this is about being engaged with life, not fearing it and trying to fit into all those rules, but really allowing yourself, because with this freedom that you get with this, the night, and connecting to this higher capital truths, it sets you free. It allows you to do the things that make your heart sing, not feeling like you're in this constant trap, in this cage of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. So some great freedom comes with all of this. You know, the Empress, she is the like Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. The 4 and the 5 after this is the Emperor and the Hierophant, which are all about rules and restriction, either around society or around religions and trying to organize spirituality and communities. But nature is free and overflowing, and that is the energy that they're talking about, which avoids this. So I love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, Taurus, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out pick a card readings, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you select that, then you will be notified of 2 things. 1, when new videos come out, but 2, also when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to that, doing those things I mentioned helps spread the love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and specific answers for your life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Taurus, as you go throughout this week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.